Join in on the fun and grab your glue gun. It's the Preppy Crafty Girl Show.
Hey everyone, it's Jonna, the Preppy Crafty Girl, and I am here for a quick haul. I went to two different places. I went to one of my favorite thrift stores, and then I went to this store that does like overstock, and I went on the day that everything's $1. And so I wanted to share kind of some of the finds. I found some more practical things that day, and I didn't find a whole lot because we went late in the day, because we went actually before it opened and the line was all the way around the building. It was insane. So we thought, you know what, we're going to try that going back early, and we're going to bring a chair and just see if it's worth it, because it was worth it to kind of go when we went. I got a couple of fun things. One of the things that I picked up is this green craft paper, like a whole roll of green craft paper. So I thought that is going to be kind of fun to use. Let me see. It is 42 feet and it is 17.5 inches long or wide. I don't know if it's definitely like packing kind of paper, feels like. But I thought even to pack my packages, oh, it's green on both sides. That's kind of fun. And it's a little bit thicker than copy weight paper. So maybe 24 pound. Then I got, I found a whole pack of these 8-piece of white acrylic markers. And I don't know who makes these. It doesn't say. But who doesn't need to use the white? Okay, I don't think you have to shake them down. I don't hear any kind of thing in there. But let's see how it is. I may have to prime it. Oh no, you don't even have to prime it. Wow, they write awesome. Cool. Don't even have to prime them. Acrylic markers. Those will be fun to use in art journaling. And again, 8 of them for $1. Hey, why not? 2.0 mm. So maybe I will do some drawing on this green paper for Christmas, like trees or something. I don't know. Okay, then I found a whole, my friend was like, what is that? I found a whole box of these bobbins. I have not tried them in my machine. I'm hoping they work in my machine. It's a pack of 100, but I can just spend an afternoon if they work in my machine, and I can just fill all these bobbins. I will never run out of bobbins. So, but I kind of looked at them and they look like they're universal and they look like they'll fit my machine. So we will see. If not, I may have an alcohol dyeing, ink dyeing practice, and I'll make little doodaddy charms. So I found those. Okay, for $1, I thought, why not? I found a whole pack of these rubber bands, and I like to, my friend told me about these things, Kelly, my friend Kelly, and I don't know if these are going to be any good. However, they feel like they're pretty good quality. We'll find out. But to wrap like your ribbons or your vintage cards or anything like that. So I picked those up for $1. Come on, there's like 250 in there. Okay. Moving on from that place, I went to a thrift store and I ended up getting Roman Holiday. It's one of my favorite. Gregory Peck in this movie was so handsome. Oh my goodness. And I just remember being younger, watching this and just being in love with Gregory Peck. And it just is one of my all-time favorite movies. And so I had to get this. I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch it. I still have a VHS player, believe it or not. And I know the quality is not as good. However, I cannot wait to watch this movie. So everybody streams and they laugh at me. And I'm like, but for $1, I can get this, or 25 cents VHS were, I can get this video and I can watch it as many times as I want. And I own it. I don't have to keep paying for it. So, you know. Okay. I found Betty Crocker's new Dinner for Two cookbook. I have several of these. Oh, I need that receipt. I have several of these. And I just love them. They have the sweetest little illustrations and such a cute, look at that. Ooh, bonus. An unbaked fruit bar. Look at the chicken in the clown costume. What? Oh, goodness. So anyway, very, very nice cookbook. I also picked up the Homes and Gardens Meal in Minutes just because I loved this dessert, and hello, coffee. And green, who doesn't love this crazy green? Again, if you ever see these out, look at this. Oh my goodness. Red raspberry fluff. With the sugar, this is like sugar on sugar. Package of red raspberry gelatin, boiling water, and ice crushed. So it's like not solid Jello. It's like you're drinking a cup of Jello. Think about it, right? Anyway, fun. Meals in Minutes. I picked up the holiday cookbook because, yes, this is another adorable Better Homes and Gardens. If you don't have this one, this is a great one to pick up. This is 1959, and they're having a party. So the images in this one is super fun. It does not look like it's that great from the outside, but the inside, yes, all the way. This is a great one to get. Ooh, old-time fudge. Sugar, milk, squares unsweetened, dash of salt, corn syrup. You know what? This is a really good one. I need to try that one. Large recipe. 2 cups of sugar and milk. So they make a smaller recipe. I'm gonna have to try that at Christmas time because I used to make with my father when I was a little girl. I used to make fudge with him, and he used to make it with the milk. He didn't make it with marshmallows, so he made it with the corn syrup, and it came out, oh, it's the most wonderful fudge. And I don't have that recipe, and I've been looking all over for it. I think he made it up, to be honest. I don't know. Okay, the candy cookbook. Hello, who doesn't love candy? Oh my goodness. This one is from, I don't know what year. Ideals. Copyright 1974 or 1979, sorry. Oh, that does not look good. What is that? I don't like jelly things. Oh, this is a pretty picture. Oh, the pink and the flowers, the daisies. Except I find this really interesting. Why did they use the old daisies? Or do you think they just painted them to make them look kind of old, to bring in the fudge? I don't know. That's weird. Like, why would you take a photo with dying flowers? Did anybody notice that? Does anybody have this one? Here's some little daisies. Marzipan. Ooh, I do not like marzipan. Ooh. Peanut butter Easter eggs. Yes. All the way. Anyway, this is making me hungry. This is another good one. If you ever see this one, get it. Country Sampler. I got this one, first of all, because it's Americana. Second of all, Country Sampler. I thought this would be good to use and make journal cards for the Prairie Girls gathering. Of course, who would not want a ruffled toilet seat cover and trash can? This is hysterical. What year? This has to be 1990s. No, it's 2004. People were still covering their, look at this Brighton style. People were still covering their toilet seats with ruffles. Like, what? I can't. But some of this is, you know, you could still use some of these pictures, put some matte medium over it. And it would work in the prairie journals or Americana. Like that would be cute. That would be really cute to use. Look at that. That would be cute to use for prairie girls. So kind of look outside the box on what you would use for the prairie girl journals. And yeah. Okay, so I found this. I don't do Halloween, but I thought this would be really cute to use in like a Nancy Drew journal or crime and mystery and stuff like that. So I did pick up some of this. It was in the bin and it was like 25 cents. So I did get that. Oh my goodness, got this because hello, shoulder pads. Who doesn't remember the big old shoulder pads? Oh, I had to get that. And I used to have a hairstyle like this in my 20s when I sang. Well, actually before my 20, I think I wasn't even 20. I may have been 19, 20 maybe in there. Yeah, I had a hairstyle like that back in the early 80s. Then I found this, which is super cute. Look at him standing there with his leg crossed. I thought this was kind of interesting because it's such a big one. And I was like, I have no idea what's in here. So I just picked it up. And then, to my surprise, apparently, they were going to make this little top or this top because they put in this fabric. So I got bonus fabric inside this like polo shirt fabric, which I thought would be kind of fun. So they're going to make some kind of stripe thing, and they never made it. They cut out the pattern, and they have this on the inside, this little pattern. So I thought this is fun. This will be fun to use in something. So I'm just going to keep that all together. Put that back in there. But I thought that was such a creative way of keeping your project together, right? So these big envelope patterns were kind of neat because you could put the fabric right inside the envelope. So that was kind of a little surprise when I bought that. And next, okay, I got this because I just thought it was really cute. So inside, I tucked some things. I've got all this fun like seed bead trim, and my friend found this and gave it to me. It's this mauve colored embroidery floss, which I can use at my sunbonnet, baby. And then this is fun. These are Aurora facet beads. And then I loved this, the French motif, decorate your own hats and dresses. I'm not really sure what these things are in there. They look like little donuts. But apparently you stitch them on, but I loved the packaging. So I did find 2 of those. I loved the packaging. And then some more. These were bugle beads. Did I sew on enough bugle beads for a lifetime? Yes, I did. But they're cute. Very early 80s. We sewed bugle beads on everything. Aurora facet beads again in the fun fuchsia. And then I found these craft house trims. These are called rocaille beads. Some more bugle beads in silver. And then some of these Aurora facets. So I've got quite a few of that color. That like funky orange. But you know what? Sandy Wilhelmina sent me some fabric that's going to be perfect with this pink and orange color. So that'll be fun. I'll definitely put those with that. And that, my friends, is my haul. So thank you for joining me. Look out for those books. Go to your thrift stores and find some fun stuff to do art with, junk journaling. and just have a wonderful week. Thank you for joining me. Give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you all. Bye, guys.
Journals surrounded with vintage things and wallpaper scraps, vintage magazines, and she's just busy with glue sticks and golden scissors in her hand. But most of all, she's happy when she's crafting with her friends.